Is Italy the right destination for a winter Indian wedding? Hello everyone, I'm Svetlana from Best Indian Weddings Italy, the first and only wedding planning agency in Italy specialized in Indian weddings. Every day I help Indian brides and grooms-to-be realize their authentic Indian celebrations in the most beautiful country in the world. I'm running this series of videos called SOS Indian Weddings in Italy with useful tips and advice that you won't find anywhere else. And if you are looking to host your Indian destination wedding in Italy, then please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell to always keep updated with the new videos every week. The topic of this week is Italy the right destination for a winter Indian wedding? This is the question. I sometimes receive requests for Indian weddings during late autumn and early winter time, and not intimate ones as it could be the case for non-Indian couples who decide to get married during Christmas time to leave that Christmas or New Year's Eve atmosphere at their wedding, but for regular, traditional, large Indian weddings, as it's usually the case for warm seasons months. So today I want to analyze the situation to find out if Italy is truly the right destination for Indian couples looking to get married during winter time. For many Indian couples, getting married between November and January means taking advantage of the festive time after Diwali festival. It's usually an auspicious wedding time, and then there are holidays, especially in India. In fact, the majority of the couples who look for a winter wedding come from India, because it's when the wedding season is there. And it looks like the best season also for a destination wedding, especially in Italy, famous for its mild Mediterranean weather. However, don't forget that seasons are inverted in India and in Europe. And if in India what are winter months here are full summer months with summer temperature and the best time to go to the seaside, such as in Goa for example, in Europe winter is winter and Italy isn't excluded. You could say, okay, but what about Anushka and Virat's wedding in Tuscany? They got married in December and held their wedding outdoors. They did, and also Deepika and Ranveer got married in late November on Lake Como, and they also had an outdoor ceremony. In fact, with the right expedients, it is possible to hold a traditional Indian wedding in Italy even during the off-season months. So let's say together what you have to pay your attention to if you decide to get married in winter and you want to do that in Italy. Italy is a very extended country and the weather changes significantly from north to south. Right now we are in July and I'm talking to you from Rome, where it's 33 degrees Celsius and I'm in the very center of Italy. At the same time, in Sicily, the most southern part of Italy, it's around 43 degrees, while in Piedmont, in northern Italy, it's around 26 degrees, and in Alps mountains no more than 20. So, between 43 and 20 degrees there is such a large gap, and we're talking about the same small country. The same situation is valid also for winter months. The gap is always so large. And if in the Alps people go skiing starting from November, you could find people in swimsuits on the beaches in Sicily even over the Christmas time. Of course, a few brave ones go for a swim because the water is cold, but it's so pleasant to sunbathe in January, isn't it? As you can see, it's truly important to check out the weather situation in those specific places in Italy that you consider for your wedding. In one of my previous videos, I talked about how not to choose the wrong place for your Indian wedding in Italy. And I also mentioned a very useful tool that we created for Indian couples looking to get married in Italy. This tool is our location navigator that shows you different places in Italy that works well for Indian weddings with their backdrops and the ideal season for weddings. If you haven't seen the video, please do. It gives you a lot of information. And if you want to get the tool, I've put the link in the description. In fact, thanks to the Location Navigator tool, you can immediately narrow down Italian places to consider for your Indian wedding based on your wedding date. And it's not only the matter of the season. Otherwise, you could think that any place in southern Italy would work for your winter wedding, but it's not always so. You should also consider that some places in Italy, even in the south, wouldn't work for a winter destination wedding, unless you are a celebrity looking for a secret wedding and want to avoid meeting people near your wedding place, as it was the case of Anushka or Deepika. If you are a normal human as we are, then you would potentially want a place where you and your guest can have some activities during your wedding celebrations, visit some sites and enjoy Italian atmosphere, wouldn't you? You must know that not all the places are, let's say, open all year around. Some places are pure touristic places which change completely during the off-season time. This is especially common in seaside locations, but not only. In those places there is a very intense life during the summer, but if you go there during the winter, you will meet just a few inhabitants and most of the activities will be closed. You wouldn't recognize such places, believe me. They look truly sad and deserted during the winter. And if you would choose one of these places by mistake, maybe by visiting it during the summer, you will be disappointed. Actually, I had requests for a wedding in January on Lake Como or for a December wedding on the Amalfi Coast, and I always tried to explain to those couples that those destinations aren't ideal for a winter wedding. Did I lose those couples? Yes, I did. But I prefer losing a couple instead of promising unrealistic things. My mission as Indian wedding specialist in Italy is not getting commitments at all costs, but to deliver an authentic Indian celebration exactly as the bride and groom envision it. And it's not always possible in Italy. So, what do you have to do to hold your Indian wedding in Italy over winter? You have to carefully choose the place for your wedding based on the weather and characteristics of that place. And after that, you have to sort out the venue with a good plan B option. The backup plan is always necessary, even if you get married in August, and in winter it's mandatory. And it's not only because of the higher probability of rain. A very important aspect that is often underestimated is the duration of the daylight. From November to February, the days are very short in Italy, and it becomes dark between 4:30 and 6 p.m., depending on the month. And if you could potentially hold your wedding ceremony and the lunch outdoors, as also Anushka and Deepika did, for your reception you should go with an indoor room. And it's not only because of the dark, there are lights for that, but because of the cold. With the few hours of sun, the air doesn't have time to get warm. However, you don't have to despair. I always suggest choosing venues with large panoramic windows, so that you can enjoy the view even from indoor. Many venues offer that. Being it near the sea or in the beautiful countryside, you will in any case have your event with a view. And if your chosen venue doesn't have that, considering that winter is a low season for weddings and everything costs less, with the difference you could pay for a heated marquee and set it up on the panoramic space of your venue. I want to finish this week's topic with another advice. Look at Italian art cities. From my experience, they work best for a winter wedding. Not only wouldn't you have issues finding a lovely venue for your wedding, but you would also stay in a lively place with all the activities open, and your guests would have a lot to do in the city if they wanted to visit some sites. That's all for today. Thank you for watching this video that I hope can truly help you with planning your amazing Indian wedding in Italy. If you haven't done it yet, subscribe to my channel, follow Best Indian Weddings Italy on Facebook and Instagram, comment in the post, and I will be happy to answer. See you next week!